10 months ago I stepped into the ring to have my first ever boxing match and I got absolutely obliterated. The defeat hit me hard, but it sparked something inside of me. After that I trained relentlessly and boxing had become my new lifestyle. I went on to winning my next 2 bouts, and after months of blood, sweat, tears and pure dedication, it was time for my 4th fight. Become the hero the younger version of yourself would look up to. You know, I've not always been this character of Daniel Cuttle. The confident, outgoing, ambitious person I am today. The little child version of me, insecure, living my life through video games and degeneracy, attempting to impress people who never cared about me just so I could fit in. But as soon as I let go of what others thought of me and what they wanted me to do, including my parents, I unlocked true freedom. Even when I was studying my A-levels, I felt freedom in a cage, as I was still pursuing this lifelong dream to make it. Going straight to the gym, filming content and grinding on what I wanted to do. Not what my teachers wanted me to do, not what my friends wanted me to do, and not what my parents wanted me to do. I started building small successes and instantly became hooked. I used my attributes from grinding out video games, such as FIFA, Fortnite and Minecraft, and used all my energy to put into the most fulfilling game of them all, life. I originally got into boxing for the self-development of the character I was creating, Daniel Cuttle. And I had no idea how far I'd come. I just made sure to show up to the gym every day. And I fell in love with the thrill of punching another man, and also the real pain from being punched. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows though. I got beaten and I quit, but I always came back. I was no longer experiencing my masculine energy through playing UFC. I was imploding my testosterone onto another human being through the way of martial arts. And I'm absolutely addicted to the sport and life in general. And unfortunately, not everyone can experience this same joy of life and severe freedom, as we're trapped into a society that encourages comfort, which is just short for weakness. And living your life through a screen is normalised. If you're gonna take one thing from this video, you just gotta stop this shit. It's okay to feel uncomfortable and it's okay to feel pain. This comfort has been pushed on us by every billion-dollar company trying to profit off your comfort, which is just poison. Anyway, I've gone on a bit of a tangent. Let me get into the fight. I put my all into this fight camp and everything I do in general. And that's because I do what I want. And when you do what someone else wants, you can't put 100% into it. I pretty much repeated the same training I did the last 2 fights. Just putting in the hard work and constantly being a sponge to the knowledge I was being taught. I never focused on my opponent or how good he was. I just focused on how good I was and how I could get better. You see, I'm still human and I do have my insecurities. And my self-belief is sometimes challenged. The night before this fight, I actually had a nightmare that my opponent knocked me out so hard that I didn't remember the fight. But I almost love the feeling of just being trapped in that uncomfortability that you can't escape from. You just have to take the fight. And when I get closer to the fight and closer to the spotlight, I'll become more confident. And it's almost like an alter ego activates. I've never felt so comfortable in myself and my up and coming success, as I feel the adversities I'm experiencing in boxing is creating an incredible mindset paired with discipline and self-belief, which is all transferable to life. And I can face failures with a different approach than the hopeless, innocent child Dan Cuttle could have. I was watching a Conor McGregor video and he mentioned a book he read, The Secret. So I gave a listen to the audiobook and resonated with the wisdom that the philosophers, authors and scientists were preaching. And this expanded my belief on the law of attraction and visualization, which helped me sculpt a vision of the fight before it even happened. And I wished for a war that went the distance against a tough opponent where I could put my skills to the test and come out victorious nonetheless. And believe it or not, this all came true. So let me show you.
Without further ado, the referees ready, our boxers are ready. 3, 2, round for one, little boys, let's go. 10 seconds. And start.
I started off extremely explosive, spamming my power move, and I was headhunting a bit much, as I could see my opponent was hurt and I thought I was going to knock him out. However, props to my opponent as he took every punch like a champ. I wasn't throwing enough to the body, but shout out to my corner team, Jack Bruiser Dillaway and Ty the Street Bomber Patterson, for making it blatantly clear what I needed to do.
Right then, let's do it. Round 2. Ten seconds. And start.
So at the start of this round I was shocked because when I was fighting I believe I got knocked down, but watching the fight back it was definitely a slip. Nevertheless, I got straight back up and cracked on. My opponent was definitely putting up a much better fight this round and it was close, but I made sure to start chopping at the body and even switched to southpaw for a lead hook to the body.
Right then, let's go. Let's do it for the third and final round. Round 3.
And just like that, it was over. But oh my, what a fight that was. This round I got some nice hard punches, but I was also feeling a little gassed, so I hugged onto my opponent a lot more to get my breath back. Luckily, I was constantly chopping that body, so my opponent was just as gassed. This was by far my best performance yet, and was a brilliant showcase of my skills.
Your winner, in the white corner, Cuttle.
I got the W and made sure to respect my opponent, as I noticed my last fight I wasn't as humble as I wanted to be. Anyway, go give that a watch.